I can see the school from here. I'm not going in. It's the district Arsene told me to stay away from. Which path should I take? It's me again. I talked to Henry about the dispute.
And? Is he going to remove the ban?
What is the reason he banned you in the first place?
I don't know.
Could you please step outside so I can see you better?
No. It's safer in here.
May I come in then?
You are not family.
Step outside, please.
We talked before and you didn't ask me that. Why is it so important now?
Henry gave me something for you. I want to see you under the light while giving it to you. Henry is willing to unban you.
Is he? Really?
Yes. I will tell you all about our conversation, but you have to come outside.
I don't see the point, but if it's going to save my family... Now, what do you have to show me?
God, that leech thing on his neck is hideous. That is Hem. I never imagined a leech could get so big. Henry was right. The vampire thing is sucking the life out of this poor, naive man. I have to persuade him to give it to me. Arsene, we have to talk about your child.
You stay away from him. Is this why you wanted me out here? Stay away.
Calm down. I'm not going to do anything to him, I promise.
What do you want then?
Where did you find him?
I didn't find him. He found me. Years ago, I helped a young detective with a case he was working on. He then showed gratitude by giving me a bucket full of leeches. And there he was. My little Hem. I'm so proud of him. He has grown much since that day. God bless that detective.
It was Detective Mostov?
I believe that was his name. Martin. Why?
Just curious. How did you help him?
We went on a tour of the lake. I showed him some places, but he was mostly interested in the island of the asylum.
Did he say why he was interested in the island?
Something about a runaway. I don't know.
Henry told me Hem was born in the Carcassa forest.
That doesn't mean he is evil. Henry thinks anything that grows or lives in that forest must be tainted.
And so out of all the leeches you had, you picked the exact one that became Hem.
He picked me. He crawled his way out of the bucket, moved onto my left hand, and then all the way up to my neck. His favorite spot, where he sleeps and eats.
How's your health?
Are you a doctor now?
I've noticed you have trouble breathing, and your skin has no color. Have you had this problem for a long time?
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel fine.
Didn't you say before you are too weak to board the boat?
The love of my child gives me strength and positivity, but I would feel better if I was allowed to attend masses again. And if my house would be blessed as it was before the ban.
I have an idea how we can solve your dispute with Henry.
I'm listening.
You have to give me Hem.
What? Forget it! Stay away!
Remember, I'm in the service of God. You have my word, I won't hurt your child.
He will die without my blood!
No, he won't, and you know that. How long do you think he can live without you? And be honest with me, it's your family at stake here.
Maybe just for one night.
This is the only way to get you absolved, but I need guidance from you.
What guidance?
And you have to keep our little secret to yourself.
I don't like this.
The plan is to find a leech similar to your Hem. For that to work, I'd need your guidance. Where can I find one?
Why do you need him then?
So I can compare him to his potential clone. Henry seems like a clever man, and surely he remembers Hem's appearance very well.
My dear child in the hands of a stranger. I can't do this.
Do you want to live?
If I die, Hem dies. I cannot let that happen.
As soon as I find his double, I will return Hem safely to you.
And then what?
I will bring the double to Henry, claiming it's Hem. All you will have to do from then on is hide Hem when you are near Henry.
You intend to lie to a man of God?
It's for a greater good. God will understand.
Your proposal seems like the only way out of this situation. My dear child, please forgive me. Do not fret. We'll meet again soon. Go now, in the hands of this monk. Farewell. I'll wait for you here. The house is lonely without you.
Don't be sad. You did what had to be done.
God bless him.
Where can I find his double?
I've never been inside the forest. But Ida told me once she found a place full of leeches. I believe it's where the detective found him. You must go through the wall of crosses and turn left at the crossroads. His brothers and sisters should be there, where Holly meets Hannah.
Hannah is the river?
It is. Keep him safe and get him back as soon as possible.
I will.
Let me say it again. Beware of the forest. It's easy to get lost in that malignant place.
What should I do now? Should I kill Hem? Or find his double and kill it instead? Whatever I decide, God will understand. Dark times require immoral acts. Excuse me. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. It's man-made, in the form of a sacred shape. A black magic circle for rituals. I think this is the place Arsen told me about. It's swarming with leeches. How am I going to find one similar enough to Hem? They all look the same. Right. By concentrating only on the biggest ones. Looks similar enough, but maybe I should look at others before choosing. No, too thin. I don't know. Something is off with this one. Hideous. It's laying eggs right now. The size fits. This is the one. No need to search further. Even a mere tree root looks evil in this place. I feel it will grab me at any moment. The accursed Henna River, lifeless and noxious. Strange-looking rocks, like scars of a long-forgotten battle. I wonder what forces sculpted them to look the way they look now. They are placed in a way to form a strange triangle, like a sacred space for rituals. Each has 3 shallow holes on a flat top in a triangle formation. It looks very old, ancient, and so I wonder how could it resist the weather? Logs and grass rot very quickly. I don't think it's locked, but rather blocked by something heavy on the floor inside. It's a peculiar type of small, crawling tree. I guess the red color of the leaves has something to do with the fact that it's the end of October. A very weird and creepy form they have. It's like looking at a petrified herd of giant spiders. Dear God, those are corpses. Not that it gives me much comfort, but at first, I thought they were ghosts. Natural gallows. With their long, strong branches, these trees serve as a perfect opportunity for those who want to commit the mortal sin of suicide. I wish unto these poor souls eternal torment in the afterlife. It's a peculiar type of small... I guess the red... I can see the belfry of the Church of Mary in the distance. The police are still there. That path seems to lead nowhere. All I see are rotten tree trunks and naturally formed mounds. I'm not a thief. Am I really going to take it?
Good. Very good, priest. Now go. Walk bravely into the Temple of Law. You're bringing a gift.
I don't know what I'm doing. Excuse me.
What do you want?
Where could I get a boat?
Are you kidding me?
Why?
Just walk along the shoreline and pick one up. The town is letting people use them for free to encourage fishing.
You can't be serious. The lake is dead.
I love it.
About the boat. What can I do?
The only fool to have one is that old fisherman. Dead fisherman? I haven't seen him for a while.
Excuse me. A strange, tiny-sized tree with red leaves. Growing out of a head vase makes it even stranger, if not morbid. Madam?
Hello.
You knew Yakov Prenger?
Our former priest. I knew who he was, but I never really had a chance to speak to him. Why?
I heard he went missing.
Many people still go missing, vanishing without trace, as if they never existed. I heard this about Yakov too. Sorry I couldn't tell you more, but I really don't know anything else.
Your last name is Lovniak, right?
Not a hard guess. It's on the sign.
Melita is your mother?
She is... was. Why?
What happened to her?
We don't know. She just disappeared. Exactly 5 years ago yesterday.
Did she die or just go missing?
I remember it as if it were yesterday. We went to the church, prayed, wore the disciple dresses, scared some kids. So much fun and joy. A long time ago she came up with this crazy thought. When I grow up, we will have a day only for us. Just the two of us, without father. And so, over the years, it became a tradition. Father was so jealous, but happy. We were all happy. Anyway, tired and feeling sick, I chose to go home that day, right before the effigy ritual.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
It's all right. On my way out of here, I turned around and she looked at me with those beautiful green eyes, and I remember seeing them change color. Her neck bent awkwardly. Both eyeballs instantly became blood red, and I heard her screaming even if her mouth didn't open. We don't know what exactly happened to her, but since it was a full moon night, we just knew.
Forgive me, but... You didn't ask around if anyone saw something?
Father did, and the only information he managed to get after all these years is that she was last seen entering the Carcassa forest, alone.
So she wasn't actually taken away?
Of course she was. I don't believe what the police said. Why would she go into the forest on her own? She was terrified of it. It just doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes sense anymore.
Something is off here. Are you sure her eyes changed color?
Absolutely. Why?
You said they were blood red, right?
Correct.
The same color as the leaves on this tiny tree you have.
So?
Maybe in the moment you saw the blood red color of the leaves, your mind just thought it was her eyes.
No, Benedict. Her neck bent and her eyes turned blood red, and I heard her scream.
Memories can be deceitful.
I planted this tree after she went missing, because the color of its leaves reminded me of that day. It reminds me of her, and my guilt. Notice the vase. That's her. That's my mother's face. I recreated her entire head.
Surely a morbid way to remember a loved one. Do you know anyone who could lend me a boat?
There's only one man with a boat in this town, and his name is Arsen.
Are you completely sure? The lake is huge. There should be more of them.
It's Arsen or nothing. What do you need a boat for?
I needed to get to Klek.
Beware, Klek is on the list of forbidden places. You think Victoria is there?
Could be.
Then I wish you luck. Try talking to Arsen. I think he'll help you. Swimming or going on foot would be suicide.
Excuse me.
Sure.
Small, with blood-red leaves. I'm going to act on a hunch this time and follow this crawling tree. I was right. The place where the tree with blood-red leaves grows from. This looks like a burial mound. I think I know what happens to Ida's mother. I should talk to Ida. Madam?
Hello.
I found a mound deep inside the forest.
What kind of mound?
A burial mound, I believe.
How could you... Why are you telling me this?
I've seen trees that serve as gallows. They were in the vicinity of the mound.
Oh, the purgatory trees.
Why purgatory?
It's where people go to purify themselves from this place before entering heaven. One of the many beliefs preventing this town from falling into complete madness.
A crawling kind of tree with blood-red leaves led me to the mound.
Blood red.
The same color and kind of tree you have here. The mound is completely overgrown by the crawling tree.
And?
It was man-made, erected over what I believe is a grave.
I still don't understand. Why are you telling me these things?
Have you ever been there?
No, not that I recall. I don't know. Why?
I think you did, and the mound is actually your mother's burial place.
What?
You said her neck bent awkwardly.
To one side, as if it's broken.
Her eyes turned blood red, and you heard her scream.
Correct.
What kind of scream?
I don't know. I'd say as if someone was trying to suffocate her.
I believe you saw your mother dying on one of the purgatory trees.
What?
It was probably too painful to cope with the truth, so your mind tricked you into thinking you were not with her when that happened. Can you try to remember?
The trees, and the corpses, and spiders. Were there spiders?
Shrubs that look like giant spiders. I saw them too. You must have seen the moment when she hanged herself. That is why you remember the neck bending to one side and how she screamed while suffocating.
The blood-red leaves. I remember them now. The ground was full of them. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of blood-red leaves.
You were right and the police were wrong. She didn't go into Carcassa alone. You were with her. Can you remember why?
Oh, Mother. My dear Mother, I miss you so much. I let you do it. I helped you find the place. My mother, she couldn't bear the pain anymore. It was so painful watching her wither like a rose in winter. What am I going to say to my father now? He knew nothing of her agony. She didn't want him to know.
Tell him the truth. He'll understand. Or don't. Sometimes a lie can do more good than the truth itself.
Thank you, Benedict. Whenever I go into the forest, I always avoid that place. I always did, even before that fateful day with my mother. If it wasn't for you, I would have never found out what really happened to her. I don't remember burying her. I don't remember taking the trees. Nothing after her death.
Maybe revisiting the place could help you out. Think about it. Or just leave it in peace.
Maybe I'll go, but not alone. Thank you, my dear monk.
No need to thank me. Excuse me.
Sure.